It was recording you. Oh,
Oh, you've
okay.
done it.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
you've
do it
done
on cloud. It's letting me. Okay, Chanel's coming in. Okay. So thank you. So I'm just going to introduce Deb. So thank you all for joining us for yoga in the sanctuary. Today we have the beautiful Deb Johnstone. She's going to be taking us through a beautiful, gentle flow. So over to you, Deb.
Thank you. Thank you, Faith. It's always a real pleasure to be teaching in the sanctuary. I really love doing this. It's such a beautiful thing to be able to share online because for a long time we never shared yoga online. Um, my name is Deb, as you know. I'm a yoga teacher, meditation teacher. I'm also a life business career and midlife transition coach and mentor. So there's a few different things that I do. And I fell in love with tri yoga about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, no, five and a half years ago after my father passed away. And I ended up with an incredibly sore hip that it got to the point where I was having difficulty walking. And I joined tri yoga thinking, oh, well, this might help my hip. I'm thinking, oh my God, no, I don't want to go surgery route, all of that sort of thing. So I started practicing regularly. And within a year, I'd enrolled to train as a teacher. And I've been through over 300, maybe close to 400 hours of yoga teaching training since. So I really, really love the practice, and now my hip's fine. I still have to practice regularly. My hip starts to stiffen again if I don't practice regularly. So, interesting what happens when there's a lot of emotion and grief and stress. We hold it in our hips. So, yoga practice is incredibly helpful for all of those sorts of things, for releasing stress, releasing tension, and actually tuning into our own wellness and living our best life in this chapter and all the chapters beyond this as well. So, Tri Yoga is a hatha style of yoga, and it was channeled about 40 years ago by a guru, I call a yogini, named Kaliji. And it has been taught to probably about 2,500 teachers now around the world. It is a beautiful practice of non-resistance. So there's no competition. There's no comparison. There's not even competition with yourself. There's no comparison. There's no pushing. There's no forcing in this practice of yoga. And it's really about recognizing your own body's limitations and working within those limitations. And there's always a number of different adjustments and changes that we can make to allow us to move within our body's limitations. I've got some notes here that I don't want to forget to say. Because our bodies change as we age. You know, we get tight hips. Like I mentioned, we've had a lot of stress, a lot of tension. We get a tightness in the hips. If we do a lot of sedentary work, we get tightness in the hips. We can often have back problems, lower back problems. We can often have like a tightness or a soreness in the wrists or in the shoulders. And we can have tightness in the thighs. There's a whole heap of different things that can happen to our body. And sometimes it's just poor posture over the years. Sometimes it's overwork or underwork of those areas. And sometimes it's hormones, sometimes it's hormones, fluctuating hormones that create some of those issues with the body. So it's important to recognize that, but to not focus on it. So it's really about bringing our attention to what our body can do and focusing on that and being thankful for that instead of focusing on what our body can't do and being upset or disappointed about that. So it's really about working within our limitations and bringing the focus to what our body can do and how we can adjust to do those postures, make the different adjustments. It's very much about being gentle with ourselves. It's about being grateful for what our body is allowing us to do. There's no pushing, like I said, because pushing creates resistance. And this is the number one thing that will stop the body opening. If we're trying to push to do a posture at its complete posture, oh, I didn't realize that was still open. My apologies. If we push, then the body's not going to open. So we need to allow the body, be patient with the body, and just allow it to open in its own time. It took me about 3 years before my lower back opened, and that was regular practice. So it took time for my lower back to open so that I could do mountain or downward dog without having my knees really, really bent. So it takes time, but it does happen if you do the regular practice. I wanted to talk about props. Like props, I see so many people try to resist props because there's kind of like a sense of, for a lot of people, a sense of failure around it. I shouldn't have to use them. Props are there to help you let go of the resistance. So the props are there to help you relax into the postures so that the posture becomes more available for you. So things like a yoga pillow is really great, or you can use a pillow off your couch. Blocks are really great. They're great props to have. I mean, you can use things like books from the bookshelf for this sort of thing. But if you're doing yoga regularly, get yourself a couple of blocks because it makes it a lot easier and they're not expensive. And these are really great things. These are great things. It's a wedge. These are great things for taking the pressure off the wrists when you're doing postures like mountain or downward dog or cat. It just puts a different angle on your wrist so that you're not putting so much pressure on the joint. And obviously straps, again, they don't cost a lot of money. You can even go to Kmart and I think you can buy one block and a strap for $7. So it's not that expensive. So you can buy the good stuff like this, or you can just want some of the cheap stuff. You know, there was always a way of doing it. So props are really important. The other thing that's really important is the breath. We were talking about that before, Faith and I. The breath is so important. The breath, a lot of people try to skip the breath and just want to get to the body movements, but it is the breath that triggers the parasympathetic nervous system. So if we try and jump straight into the postures, we're in the sympathetic nervous system a lot of the time because we've probably been go, go, go during the day. So we want to trigger the parasympathetic nervous system. This is important because it helps us relax. And when we're relaxed, the body is more likely to open. And that's what we want to encourage it to do. The postures become a lot more available to us when we're in a relaxed state. So the breath is incredibly important, especially as we age. Because it also helps relieve stress, it helps relieve anxiety, it helps relieve tension as well. It also helps us sleep better at night. And I think that is all I need to share with you. I just wanted to go through all that before we start. I've put together a really simple practice. It's not a really long practice, and I've put it together this way because to give us time to actually go through the adjustments as we do the postures so that you can see how they can be adapted to suit your body. Okay, so we're going to actually begin in standing for this one, but we're still going to do breath awareness. We're going to begin in standing. I'm going to take my notes with me to help me stay on track. Otherwise, I'll just go off on my own little tangent. So if you have blocks, bring them to either side of your mat if you have them. If you have a pillow, make sure it's next to your mat. You need a strap as well next to your mat. Right. Okay, so beginning in breath awareness. Try. Make it so it doesn't fly around in the breeze. I've got a fan going here. Okay, so beginning in breath awareness, so making sure that your feet are hip distance apart. And your spine is lengthened. So really tuning into the spine. This is a really important part. The spine is important to lengthen the spine, not just for safety, but what we do when we lengthen the spine, we also make it more accessible for the energy to move up and down our spine. So, and again, that makes the postures more available for us. So lengthening from the base of the spine all the way up through the crown of the head. So just imagining that you have a string of pearls that you're pulling from up above your crown, and the string of pearls is your spine. Your shoulders are relaxed back and down. Your hands are loosely by your sides with your thumb and forefinger together. Now just tuning into your breath and just noticing what your breath is doing today. And know that our breath is different on different days according to what kind of day that we've had. So noticing whether your breath is fast or slow, whether it's tight or expansive, whether it's shallow or deep, just noticing how your breath is today, the way you're normally breathing. And then transitioning into natural breath with a gentle expansion of the abdomen on the inhale and a soft pulling in of the abdomen on the exhale. Natural breath is slow, even flowing, and effortless. There's no pushing or forcing in natural breath. As you inhale, the abdomen expands. As you exhale, the abdomen gently pulls in. You can do breath awareness at any time during the day. And now expanding into complete breath. On your next inhale, filling the lower, the middle, the upper lungs. As you exhale, releasing from the upper, the middle, the lower lungs, pulling the navel in firmly to the base of the spine. As you breathe in, the abdomen expands, the rib cage expands, the chest expands. As you breathe out, the chest softens, the rib cage softens, the abdomen softens, and then the navel pulls in firmly to the base of the spine. Complete breath is filling your lungs to your comfortable maximum, whatever your comfortable maximum is today. Complete breath in, complete breath all the way out. Again, there's no pushing or forcing in this breath. Remembering our comfortable maximum might be different one day to the next. Because depending on what kind of day we've had, the diaphragm might be tighter one day, more tight one day than it is on another day. Maintaining breath awareness. On your next inhale, place the left hand on the left hip and just move the elbow back. Lift the right arm and really reaching up through the fingertips. Exhale, the hips move to the right as you bend to the left for palm tree. Inhale back to center. Exhale, the arm releases down. Change the hips, the hands on the hips. The right hand comes to the right hip. The left arm releases down. Inhale, the left arm raises. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, the arm releases down. Now you can actually do this. If you have sore shoulders, you can do this without lifting the arm as well. So back to the left hand on the hip. Place the right hand behind the back. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, the arms release down. Place the right hand on the hip. The left hand is rested behind the back. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, the arm releases down. You can go back to the other way if you've got no tightness in the shoulders. Inhale, the right arm raises. Exhale, bend to the left and hold for palm tree asana. So when you notice that we do the kriya beforehand, what this does, it loosens the spine so that when you do the asana, the spine is going to be a lot more obliging. The shoulder rotates back, so there's no rotating forward with the shoulder. You want the shoulder right back with this. Focusing on your breath, filling your lower, your middle, your upper lungs. Breathing into the posture. Inhale, the right arm raises back to center. Exhale, the arm releases down. Change the hands on the hips. Inhale, the left arm raises. Exhale, bend to the right and hold. Palm tree asana. Bringing your focus inward to the breath. Filling the lower, the middle, the upper lungs. Inhale back to center. Exhale, the arm releases down, standing asana. Bringing your focus to your breath, noticing the space you've created up the sides of the chest. Complete breath. Complete breath in, complete breath all the way out. Turning to face the short side of the mat and making sure that if you have blocks, your feet are about a foot length away from the blocks. Blocks are really great because they help you create a bit more space in the posture, and that allows you more access to the different movements. Makes them a little bit easier. Inhale, upward salute. Bring the arms up through the sides. Exhale, earth touch. The knees bend, the sit bones move back with a lengthened spine lower until your abdomen touches your thighs, and then the spine relaxes down. The hands come to the earth. Inhale, monkey. The spine lengthens and the hands come to the blocks if you have them. If not, just on the floor. Now I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to do this. First way is on your next exhale is step back to mountain or downward dog. Inhale, really pressing up and back through the sit bones. The lengthened spine. Exhale, cat tuck, tuck the chin, curve the spine, tuck the tailbone. The knees bend as the shoulders come over the wrists and the knees lower. Inhale, lengthening from the base of the spine, vertebra by vertebra, up through the crown of the head. Exhale, child, the toes release. Sit bones sway back to child. Now this is where you can place blocks underneath your buttocks to actually raise yourself in child. So you still have access to the posture, but you've got a wider angle on the knee. It's also a good space to put a folded towel underneath your knees. You can also do child in child cat, so that you've still got the child action, but you're right up on your knees. Inhale here. Exhale, cat tuck, tuck the chin, curve the spine, tuck the tailbone. The shoulders come over the wrists. Inhale, cat, lengthening from the base of the spine up through the crown of the head. You can bring your blocks again, if you have them, underneath your hands, because it can give you more space in your cat and help you with your spinal rolls. Exhale, cat tuck. Tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, vertebra by vertebra, tucking the chin last. Inhale, cat, lengthening from the base of the spine up through the crown of the head. Exhale, cat, tuck, tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, vertebra by vertebra, tucking the chin last. Inhale, cat, lengthening from the base of the spine, vertebra by vertebra, through the crown of the head. Exhale, cat, tuck. Inhale, cat, lengthening from the base. Exhale, cat, tuck. Inhale, cat. Now, if you want to see how to do this movement from standing, if it's easier for you to do it in standing because of your knees, tuck your toes, lift your knees, and step out into pyramid. This is a wonderful way to be able to do your cat rolls without actually being on your knees. So pyramid is where you have your ankles directly in line with your hips. So you're not leaning forward. So if you're in pyramid, exhale, pyramid tuck. Tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, vertebra by vertebra, tucking the chin last. Inhale, pyramid cat, bend the knees, and then lengthen vertebra by vertebra up through the crown of the head. Exhale, pyramid tuck, the knees straighten, tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, vertebra by vertebra, tucking the chin last. Inhale, pyramid cat, bend the knees, lengthening vertebra by vertebra, all the way up through the crown of the head. Exhale, pyramid tuck, tuck the tailbone, curve the spine as the knees straighten, tucking the chin last. Inhale, pyramid cat, the knees bend, lengthening from the base of the spine up through the crown of the head. Now we bend the knees because it gives us more access to a cat's spine. Exhale, the knees straighten, tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, vertebra by vertebra, tucking the chin last. Inhale, the knees bend, lengthening from the base of the spine, vertebra by vertebra, up through the crown of the head. Now I'm also going to show you how to do this on the chair. So we're going to do another pyramid tuck. Tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, vertebra by vertebra, tucking the chin last. Inhale, pyramid, lengthening from the base of the spine up through the crown of the head. Now, if you don't have a chair to work with, you can just stay where you are and watch me. But if you do, bend your knees, jump in and lower down into earth touch. And on your next exhale, tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, rolling up. Inhale the arms up through the side in upward salute. Exhale, flowing on release. So if we're going to the chair, you want to sit down on the chair and just practice doing this movement on the chair, which is a friend of mine has found really, really helpful following my chair yoga videos. And she has osteoarthritis in the hip. So, and she's a regular yoga practicer, has been for like 30 years. So she's finding this a lot easier. So making sure that you begin with your spine lengthened. And on your next exhale, tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, vertebra by vertebra, tucking the chin last. Inhale, lengthening from the base of the spine, vertebra by vertebra, up through the crown of the head. You might find that you need to move forward a little bit on the chair if you are on the chair. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, vertebra by vertebra, tucking the chin last. Inhale, lengthening from the base of the spine up through the crown of the head. So you've still got your cat rolls happening, but you're sitting down. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, vertebra by vertebra, tucking the chin last. Inhale, lengthening vertebra by vertebra up through the crown of the head to sitting. And one more. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, vertebra by vertebra, tucking the chin last. Inhale, lengthening to sitting, vertebra by vertebra, all the way up through the crown of the head. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to do some twists. And we'll begin by doing them on the chair because we're already on the chair. And I'll show you the standing option and I'll show you the sitting option on the floor as well. Inhale, lengthening from the base of the spine up through the crown of the head. And on your next exhale, just vertebra by vertebra, twist to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, vertebra by vertebra, twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the left, making sure that your spine stays lengthened. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the left and hold for sitting twist asana. Now with your twist, noticing what is right for your body. And this may be enough of a twist for you, and that's okay. Just a little bit into the twist. But if you feel like you can twist further, on your next inhale, just lengthen up through the crown, and then vertebra by vertebra, just twist a little bit further, looking over the left shoulder. Now, some people are okay with this, some people aren't. So if this is too much for you, just go slightly out of the twist to where it's comfortable. Remember, there's no pushing, there's no forcing. Bringing your focus to your breath, filling your lower, your middle, your upper lungs, and just noticing your spine releasing into the twist with each breath. On your next exhale, slowly unwind and then twist to the other side. Just partially to begin with, and just allow your spine to release into that partial twist to begin with without pushing it. So it's just allowing it to just gently twist, just gently relax into that partial twist first. And then if you want more twist, on your next inhale, lengthening from the base up through the crown again. And then exhaling, moving deeper into the twist, looking over the right shoulder, if you can, if your body allows. Returning your focus to your breath, filling the lower, the middle, the upper lung. On your next exhale, just slowly vertebra by vertebra, unwind. Relax the spine and just hip lift right to the front of the seat. Bringing your feet with you so your ankles stay underneath your knees. Inhale, lengthening from the base of the spine up through the crown of the head, and just place your hands behind you, and we're just going to roll to stand. So just do a forward bend. Relax the spine down. And on your next exhale, just lift the sit bones, relax down into earth touch. Inhale here. Exhale, roll to stand. Tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, rolling up. Inhale, upward salute, arms up through the sides. Exhale, hands to heart, flowing on release. So we're going to do the twist in a standing posture now. So facing the short end of the mat, if you have blocks, they're about a foot distance away from your feet. Lengthening from the base of the spine up through the crown of the head again. Inhale, upward salute, arms up through the sides. Exhale, earth touch, the knees bend, the sit bones move back with the lengthened spine lower. And then relax the spine down as the hands come to the earth. Inhale, monkey, the sit bones move back. And with a lengthened spine, the hands come to the blocks. Bend the knees, and as you inhale, just step out to the side into pyramid again. And making sure that your hips stay in line with your ankles. Bring the blocks to the center if you have blocks. If you don't, even a couple of pillows is going to bring your hand a little bit higher. Or another great option is to actually use a chair. So again, that can make it a little bit more accessible for you by using a chair and being in pyramid by using a chair for support. That's another lovely way to do it. And I'm going to stick with the blocks. So bringing your blocks to the center if you have them, and placing your right hand on the block, keeping the spine lengthened through the crown of the head. On your next inhale, the left arm raises as you twist to the left. Exhale back to center, bring the left hand to the blocks. Inhale, lift the right arm as you twist to the right. Exhale, back to center. Change the hands again. Now, if you have shoulder issues, you can again place your hand behind your back. So place the left hand behind the back and inhale, twist to the left. So this is just a twist for the spine. Exhale, back to center. The left hand comes to the block and the right hand comes behind the back. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, back to center. The right hand comes to the block. If you're happy to keep your arm raised, we'll go back to doing that. Place your right hand on your block. Inhale, the left arm raises as you twist to the left and hold. This is palm tree twist. Now here, check in with this that you have no tension in your neck. Really important. You don't want any tension in the neck at all. You can just give your neck a little bit of a shake if you like to, just to make sure there's no tension in it. Returning your focus to your breath, filling the lower, the middle, the upper lungs. And if it's too much for the shoulder, then just bring the hand behind the back. On your next exhale, slowly unwind. Bring the left hand to the block. Inhale, the right arm raises as you twist to the right and hold. Or you can place your hand behind your back, whichever's more comfortable for you. Really pressing into the block or the chair through that left hand. And bringing your focus to your breath. On your next exhale, slowly unwind. Bring your hands back to the blocks. Separate the blocks. Inhale here. We're going to do the twist and sitting. So you can see it's exactly the same thing, but it's just done in different ways. Inhale, lift, bend the knees, lift the heels, and step back to mountain or downward dog. Inhale, press back and up through the sit bones, lengthening the spine. Exhale, cat tuck the chin, curve the spine. As the shoulders come over the wrists, the knees bend and lower. Inhale, cat, lengthening from the base of the spine up through the crown of the head. Exhale, child, release the toes, sway back to child. And remember that child can be right up on your knees if it's too much for your knees on that angle. Inhale here. Exhale, preternatural seat. Tuck the chin, curve the spine, tuck the tailbone. And again, you might need blocks underneath your sit bones for this. Inhale, lengthening from the base of the spine up through the crown of the head into natural seat. And you can have 2 blocks. You have 2 blocks and a pillow. So just know that it's just up to you to use the props when you're in a yoga session yourself. So lengthening from the base of the spine up through the crown. Exhale, vertebra by vertebra, twist to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the left and hold. The seated twist asana or natural seat twist asana. Breathing into the lower, the middle, the upper lungs. And if you want to twist more on your inhale, just lengthening all the way up through the crown, and exhale, just moving deeper into the twist. On your next exhale, slowly unwind vertebra by vertebra. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the other side. And again, just slightly into the twist until your spine starts to release. And then inhale, lengthening from the base of the spine up through the crown, and exhale, moving deeper into the twist, if it's comfortable for you. And it may be comfortable one day and it may not be comfortable another, and that's totally fine. On your next exhale, slowly vertebra by vertebra unwind. Inhale here. Exhale, hinge forwards into cat. Inhale in cat. Exhale, child. Sit bones move back into child. Faith, did you say 20 past 7 or 22:07? I can't hear you.
10 to 8, because we started at 7, so 10 to 8, so we've got 2 more minutes.
Oh, right. So that's because you're at a different time to me. That's why I got confused.
Oh my God, yeah, sorry, 10 minutes. Yeah, you're totally different. Sorry.
That's okay. Exhale, prep natural seat, tuck the chin, curve the spine, rolling up. Inhale, lengthening from the base of the spine up through the crown. Exhale, the arms release to the sides, lean to the right. Keeping the ankles and the knees together, just bring your legs forward into L seat. And then hip lift to the front of the mat. And exhale, rolling down into knees to chest. Tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, rolling vertebra by vertebra down. Knees to chest, asana. Relaxing in your knees to chest asana, relaxing into your complete breath, filling your lower, your middle, your upper lungs. And as you exhale, releasing from the upper, the middle, the lower lungs, pulling the navel in firmly to the base of the spine. On your exhale, partial recline, lowering both feet and arms. Inhale, recline butterfly, lift both heels and rotate the knees out to the sides in recline butterfly. Props are really great in recline butterfly as well, with the soles of the feet together. You can place blocks underneath your thighs to give you support. You can have your feet close to your pubic bone. You can have them further away if that's easier on your knees. There's a number of different ways you can do it. You can even do butterfly on the chair and sitting. Focus to your breath, filling your lower, your middle, your upper lungs. You can either stay here for 5 minutes of deep relaxation, or you can transition to tranquility. And if you want to transition to tranquility, just bring your knees back to knees to chest first. Inhale here. Exhale, partial recline, lowering feet and arms to the mat. And extend the right leg and then the left leg into tranquility for tranquility asana. If you're on the chair, you're just in a sitting posture with your back resting against the backrest of the chair. It's just as relaxing. And hands loosely by your sides with your palms facing upwards. If you're on a chair, your hands are loosely in your lap with your palms facing upwards. Releasing into natural breath with a gentle expansion of the abdomen on the inhale and a gentle softening of the abdomen on the exhale. Relaxing through the facial muscles, the jaw relaxes, the neck relaxes. Relaxing through the shoulders, the arms, the wrists, the hands, the fingers relax. Relaxing through the chest, the abdominal area, the hips and pelvis relax as the back releases to the earth. Relaxing through the buttocks, the thighs, the calves, the ankles, the feet, and the toes relax. Feel the support of the earth as your body continues to relax, letting go of all tension. Bringing your awareness to the inner eye gaze, being the observer of any thoughts that flow by and just allowing them to float by like a leaf in a stream, not becoming attached or associated with them. Relaxing into the inner flow. Enjoy your deep relaxation. Bringing your awareness to your breath. Bringing your awareness to your body. You might want to bring a little bit of movement to your body again. Bringing your knees to your chest. quickly talk a little bit through how to get up really safely. On your next inhale, extend your left arm back behind your head.